closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her type down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
What do you want? An autograph?
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Edward thinks that. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule.
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
Compromise? Is that why we came around?
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
But I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote. Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
A system like that invites abuse.
You can go ahead and inhale the air for all I care.
Who knows? I'm spliced up.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Just say
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan. Says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine. How is Ryan taking on Fontaine's business any different than, say, eminent domain? It's just a hand of...
We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These imitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Keep your hand on the
I
chain.
don't have all the...
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable.
To what possible end?
Ugly little buggers, aren't they?
How do they work?
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like, Bridget Tennant?
Try it again. Maybe your taste buds have matured.
Tip. I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in the closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people. When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of a terrible violence. Splicers are burning each other to bits. The lucky ones are not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Soo-jung think...
Best quit while you're ahead.
Ryan comes to Soo-jung and says, Soo-jung want to be buried in filthy store, or Soo-jung want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Soo-jung. This Ryan find very funny.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Damn.
The
Must be
assurances
somewhere
of
else.
a grave robber are of no use to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
My shop talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
It's temporary.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons.
Buongiorno, signore.
Suchong observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Suchong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
So nice that you found us.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the Star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by
Gotta
Mr.
find that box.
Music does something to me. Especially something in this game. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely.
Nothing.
The finest
Well, only one place left.
touches us in places.
That we never knew existed. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Ryan...
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Amazing. A few months back.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
Where is he hiding that box?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you?
There you are, little son of a
I would like
bitch.
so much to understand.
Cohen intended to show us
The struggle of the great man.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service.
The Great Chain guides all about it.
Good. We've located the mask.
Third time's a charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.